Hi, welcome back to our MA episode number 3 and welcome to Study Abroad Success Academy. So, today I'm going to start with another question. So, let's people just join in. But today's topic is going to be how do we choose a country? So, what is that we are looking into when we are choosing a country? So when we choose a country, we mostly what we focus is that we choose a country where we feel we like a college, and we like the department and the courses that the college is offering is something that kind of tempts us, like something just influences us in making decision. But that's not the only thing you do when you are choosing a college. And why? Because the country is also very important. So when we are choosing the country, in fact, when we are choosing the college, we are trying to see that whether the country is aligned to the college that we are going to go. And that means the country has different aspects, right? It has culture, it has economy, it has politics. So these three are very important. So you don't choose your college based on a country and based on academics that the college is offering. No, we choose the college on the basis of the country that we are going to move in, because that's going to be your new home for next maybe 2 or 4 years if you are doing your UG, or even 6 years if you are doing your PhD. So it's just going to take a lot of your, you have to be living there. You have to be resident of that particular, country for a while. So it's not easy to just, pick up anything that you like, or perhaps somebody just suggested you, so you picked it up. No, you generally don't do it. So when you look at it, you have to see that, well, academically it is aligned to my goals. That is my career goals. That is obviously the first thing to just, tick. But the second, you also look into the culture. What kind of cultural experiences that you are going to have? Whether a culture doesn't mean like food or, just the party or something. No, that's a superficial. We call it iceberg, tip of the iceberg. So those are the only superficial thing. But other thing that matters is the communication. The culture means communication. The culture means symbols of expression. Okay. So whether you are going to just, are you kind of are you used to those kind of culture? Can you play around that cultural role when you are working in team, in group, or talking to your professor, or delivering your academic, just kind of whatever the requirements or expectations are you going to just do that? So that's very important, that your kind of understanding of a culture from generally the family background where you are born and brought up. So that makes a difference. We can adapt to an extent, but we can't just completely adapt to a very different culture. So sometimes we go into depression because we don't understand why people are different to us, why people are just not respecting me or something. It's not about respect. It's not about they want to just kind of not respecting you. It's just because there is a communication gap, because you do not understand that culture. So whenever we think about culture, we see the fancy things, the beauty of the country, the food and drinks that we have, all the superficial thing that we look into. Please don't do that. Just to see that whether you match with the cultural expectation, whether you can in tune with that when you are just going abroad and studying in a college. So that is one second thing. So academics is the first. Whether the course is offered, it has it is aligned to your future goals. And then I said the culture of the country, culture of communication, culture of expression, whether you can just adapt to it. Third is the economy. Economy of a country is very important, because you are not just going there for cultural experiences. That's the young generation, they think that they're going abroad to study is just for cultural experiences. But economy is very important, because there you are going to apply for part-time jobs, you're going to apply for internships and post completing your degree, you may apply for your full-time job and stay back. So those you have to look into it, whether there are economic opportunities. Now, if the country has a high cost of living and there are no job opportunities, then you are going to run out of your say savings very fast. It's going to be very difficult. So look into the economic opportunities also it has. It's not that we have to go to the costliest country for the quality of life. No, it's the other things also matter. Like, if you are getting your scholarships, then yes, you don't have to think about, everything is taken care. But if you are having partial scholarship, you are taking up loans, or you are just pledging your parents' property, or just using your parents' money, then please look into the economic consideration as well, whether you are going to get the return of investment, whether whatever that you are just investing in, whether you are just going to get it back gradually when you are doing part-time, then to internship, then to full-time job. So you have to do a little bit of calculations on that. The fourth important thing is politics. Now we all know that it's very important, because politics of a country, like what kind of political policies the country has, it gives us a stability and security. Okay, so when we choose a country, we have to choose a country where there is no civil unrest or social unrest. There is no kind of political clashes and all. It's very important, or it doesn't have a threat from outside neighboring countries to be at war. So those things are very, very important, because we never know what's going to happen, what kind of advisories are going to be told to us by our embassy when we are just there. So there is like lot of uncertainties are there. So if it is, the country is not political, there are no conflicts in the country, and there is no political conflicts in the country, then that's the country to choose for. So this is going to help you to also balance with your so much of changing immigration policies. Like, most of the time this when there is a political uncertainty is there, you see that the immigration policies are also changing very fast. So you might have gone this year, and you would see that next year you don't get any chances of work, or post-education work, or post-education stay back, or even apply for your permanent residency. So those are the also a little bit of things that you have to keep in mind. So these four things, like academics, then the culture of a country, then the economy of the country, and politics of the country, if you just do a little bit of SWOT analysis, we say it's a strength, weakness, opportunity, and challenges. So when we do this kind of SWOT analysis, we get an understanding. Like, we have a couple of countries in hand, and when we do it, we see which is better for us. Now, the country that I choose may not be your choice, your preferred choice, right? We all have a different kind of intentions, interests. Our purpose of life is different, so it need not be the same. Okay, so it differs. But once we do the comparison between these countries and doing a SWOT analysis, it gets easier for us to understand which one we are picking up. And later on, when we fall into some kind of say uncertainties or difficulties, then we look back and we see like whether we have done a rational decision or not, whether we have just walked on it. So that's a kind of homework you have to do. So this is what I just want to talk about today. So today's is mostly about how do we choose a country, and as to reiterate that we do not just choose a country by only looking at the what QS ranking the college has, who are the alumni, the illustrious alumni, or who are the department faculty members, or which course they're offering. Yes, that's important. That's the most important, but there are other things also to look into it. Now, why I'm saying, I see a lot of students think about just going abroad, right? They think like going abroad is an age. Like when you just get it, you go there, you have a competitive advantage to the students who are studying in India. That's absolutely the correct analysis. There is no, no kind of, wrong in that. But sometimes for that kind of, to just excel in that kind of competition, what we do, we choose a wrong country. And then we come back and then we find out like we have done a wrong choice, and we are not in competitive advantage to our own, peers who have studied and completed their degrees in India. Rather, we are in competitive disadvantage. So I don't want that to happen to you. So that's why I'm just telling that these things, if you just, check the boxes, then it will be easier for you for the transition. And the more informed decision you make, the better it is. Like, it always gives you more power to you, just because it tells you that yes, you haven't done something, a decision because your, uncle, aunt, or brother, sister, or some friend told you to just, apply to this college. It's easier to get in and then your life is settled. No, you are not doing that. You are not listening to what others are telling you. You are doing your homework. You are just taking a very informed decision that is about your future for next 2 to 4 or 6 years. So it's a long term. We are not just going there for certificate program. Then you don't have to think about. If it is a couple of months of certificate program or diploma program that you are just going, then you don't have to just think about this. This do not make any sense to you. But if you're going to go for a degree program, then it has a lot of importance. And I want you to just think about it. When you choose a country, just think that the country is, whether it's the right country for you or not. And do not give importance to what others say. Make an informed decision by yourself. So that's the, kind of a today's quote, like, you make the decision of yourself and be accountable to your decision. That this is what I have done. I've done an informed decision, and this is what, I completely take responsibility of it. So once you take that responsibility, when you just think like, okay, I don't have to just, blame others. I'm just going to do I'm going to just make a decision where I will be blamed, then you will make that decision better. And in case you want to just, you are, just groping in dark, you don't know how to just, get help, I'm there. I'm Dr. Shyami Das. I'm your Study Abroad Success Coach. You can connect with me anytime, 24/7. Anytime you can connect with me. So, and I will definitely reply to you as soon as possible. So how you can do it? You can send me an email at connect@studyabroadsuccess.co, or you can just, DM me in Insta, or you can even just, have an appointment with me, book an appointment with me, which is a one-to-one free counseling I have. It's about 40 minutes free counseling, so where I can also tell you that how to just do it better. So this is for a general audience, but your individual need is different. Each of our needs are different, so we cannot say it's just it's going to be the same for everyone. So our needs, our family needs, as I always tell, I tell again that study abroad is not your decision alone, it's a family decision. So all of us have to be together to make the decision, so that the decision is the correct one. The decision is where you are not going to repent in your future. So with that, thank you so much for joining in, and I really appreciate your time and your patience with me. So I'll see you in the next AMA, which is going to be next week on Friday. So Friday is our AMA at 6 o'clock. So you can join in anytime. If there are many students, I can stretch it to 7 o'clock. I can answer your questions. But I start with one question and then I talk about that. And if you have questions related to it, yes, you must. You can ask me. Even if you do not have the question related to what I have discussed, it's perfectly all right. You're most welcome to ask, get clarity from me, because I meet you once a week. So if you can shoot me with any question that you have related to study abroad. So if you have any question, you can ask me. All right. If you do not have questions, so I would love to see you back in the next AMA on Friday 6. So take care. Till then, stay safe, stay happy, and Jai Hind.